Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the special meeting. I'll open the meeting at 12:15 and thank you for your attendance. I don't have any apologies. We have Councillor John Burkett online. You're there, John?
Well, afternoon, everyone.
Thank you. So we'll just get on to it. If we could have someone moving the closed. Councillor O'Neill.
I'll move that in accordance with the provisions of section 254J3 of the Local Government Regulation 2012, the council resolved to close the meeting to the public to discuss confidential items that its councillors consider as necessary to close the meeting. In accordance with section 254J5 of the Local Government Regulation 2012, the following table provides the matters to be discussed, an overview of what is to be discussed while the meeting is closed. C1, AP LNG Workers Transition Agreement. C2, Tender 25006, Roma Denise Spencer Memorial Aquatic Centre.
I have a seconder. Councillor Davis. All those in favour?
Yes.
9-0. Okay, C1, APLNG Workers Transition Agreement. Do I have a mover?
Yes, I prefer to move, Madam Mayor, that Council 1 receive and note the correspondence from Origin APLNG in response to Council's request for a financial contribution towards the Denise Spencer Aquatic Centre upgrade. 2, decline the options presented by Origin APLNG and endorses a counter-offer to be provided as per option F outlined in the report to Council, and authorise the Chief Executive Officer or delegate, if the counter-offer is accepted, to negotiate the terms with Origin APLNG.
I have a seconder, Councillor Brompton. Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Just a fairly quick sum up of what our discussion was. We have received an offer from, or some correspondence from Origin APLNG into a request for a financial contribution. Council was not totally happy with that particular response and have provided a counter offer to Origin APLNG with regard to a financial contribution.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? We'll go to the vote. All those in favour? You there, Councillor Burkett?
You're on mute, Councillor Burkett.
No, sorry, just dropped out. I had to wait till it reloaded. Yeah, have you gone to vote?
Yes. All those in
yes,
favour?
in favour. Yes.
Yeah, 9-0. C2, Tender 25006, Roma Denise Spencer Memorial Aquatic Centre. I have a mover, Councillor O'Neill.
I'll move the council 1, select Hines Construction as the preferred contractor for Tender 25006, Roma Denise Spencer Aquatic Centre construction for the estimated contract sum of $29,183,882 GST exclusive, which is $32,102,270. I'll start again. $32,102,270.20 GST inclusive. 2, authorise the Chief Executive Officer or delegate to negotiate, vary and execute the contract with the preferred tenderer. 3, acknowledge that whilst there were no expressions of interest received from businesses based in the Maranoa Regional Council area for tender number 24066, Hines Constructions have committed to engage local subcontractors and suppliers as outlined in their tender submission, and subject to the above being finalised, seek the implementation of a local supplier engagement plan in collaboration with the contractor to maximise local participation, ensuring suitably qualified local businesses are provided opportunities to contribute to the project.
I have a seconder, Councillor Vincent. Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Thanks very much, Mayor. This is an exciting decision for council to make today. It does mean that this is the absolute green light on a generational investment into the Roma Denise Spencer Aquatic Centre, something that multiple terms of council have been working on. I'm so very pleased that we're at this point now where we have identified a budget. We have received significant investment from both the state and Commonwealth. And of course, we are contributing on behalf of our community and our rate base and our constituents here, council and community money into this project. It's going to be a 60-year project and one that I'm sure that we'll be incredibly proud to see open for our community next year. This is a big project for the Maranoa Regional Council. In my, now my fourth term, this is the largest investment I've seen in one asset outside roads, and I'm have full confidence in our staff and being able to project manage this and execute it. Hines Construction, we've as a council have met with, of course, and I was comforted by the presentation that they provided as part of the tendering process. They have an absolute track record in delivering these large-scale aquatic centres in a regional context across regional New South Wales, and I know the design that we've come up with is a design that they're comfortable with, but a design that's going to deliver what we need for our community for the generations to come. And I just ask the community to come with us on this. I appreciate the challenge that the closure of the pool has meant for some, but in the long run, this is going to be a truly generational legacy project for our community. And we often talk about in the projects that we do, and when we speak to government, when we get government investment into other projects of council, particularly in the roads, that we want to better those assets. Well, this project is bettering an asset that has supported our community for the last 60 years. Seeing the replacement of a 50-metre Olympic-sized pool will benefit the entire region. The introduction of a 25-metre pool that will be heated and opened all year round, that has the benefit to teach the next generation to swim, but also support the older generation in their own needs as they get older, I think is wonderful. And bettering it by including a kids' play splash area, which has been a hot topic in our community for a number of years, and the two water slides, I think will cater for the Maranoa community for the years ahead. And so I am so really pleased that we're at this point, and we've got a little way to go, of course, in the construction, but this is, as I said in the opening remarks, this is absolutely the green light to this project with awarding the tender today.
Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Vincent.
I'd like to speak. There's not too much more else to say. I'd just like to thank the staff in particular for getting us this far in the project, and good luck going forward in the project, because you've got a few months ahead of you now, Lucy. So yeah, very exciting to see this project get in. 12 months ago, I didn't think I'd be sitting here agreeing to a $32 million project. So well done to the previous councils for getting us here. So yeah, big credit.
Councillor Davis.
Today we have the opportunity to make a decision that benefits our entire community for years to come. The Roma Denise Spencer Aquatic Centre will be more than just a pool or recreational facility. It will be a gathering place for families and training ground for our young athletes, and a vital resource for health and wellbeing in our town. It is also my hopes that this in turn encourages overnight stays from the surrounding towns and travellers who choose to visit Roma to go to the aquatic centre, eat out at our restaurants, shop at our shops, visit our tourist places and stay in our motels and play in our parks. It will add to the livability of our region for current residents and as another selling point to move to the Maranoa. The tender process has been thorough, ensuring that we select a provider who can deliver a high-quality facility that meets the needs of our residents. Our staff have left no stone unturned, and I thank them for that and wish them well for the project. Hines Construction has been identified as the recommended tenderer due to their expertise in swimming pool and aquatic centre construction, and which Councillor O'Neill has said they have built these facilities before and what we are actually looking at. We recognise that closing the pool for 18 months will be an inconvenience, but this is a case of short-term pain for long-term gain. By making this investment now, we are ensuring that future generations have access to a modern, high-quality facility that will serve Roma for decades to come, with plans to also leverage off the 2032 Olympics and what comes after that. I would like to acknowledge the Mayor's and Deputy Mayor's commitment to rebuilding relationships with all levels of government and industry. It has certainly paid off with all levels of government partnering with this fund as well as industry investment. So thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Brompton?
Yes, I think most has now been said, but I'd just like to reiterate that this is just a wonderful thing to be part of in terms of intergenerational benefit to the community. I'd also like to thank, we had presentations from the two shortlisted contractors, so I'd like to acknowledge that there has been significant work put in by contractors to get to this stage, as well as the huge amount of background work that's been done by staff. This is not a simple process to have got to this stage. It might sound simple in the terms of giving some dollars, but we've been informed along the whole way, and there's been lots of briefings and lots of work, I know, to get to this far, lots of investigative work, lots of work with other specialists to make sure that we're doing the right thing by the community and into the future. So I'd like to thank Hines for their input, but also the other contractor that we did shortlist, because they obviously put significant effort into presenting to us and giving us information as well, but particularly the amount of work that the staff have commenced and will now continue for some time.
It hasn't even started, has it?
But thank you. Yeah.
Anyone else like to
Yeah,
speak?
could I say a few words? I'd just like to reiterate the fact that it's great to see this project get off the ground, and I guess the main comment that I would make out it is it's not a today thing, it's not a tomorrow thing, it's a generational thing for the future of the Maranoa region.
Thank you, Councillor. Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Hancock.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There's not much left to say as well, but you don't get the opportunity to speak on such an amazing project. So I would like to congratulate Hines as a preferred contractor for this project and look forward to having a working relationship with them. I would like to thank our staff for the hours and hours of effort and hard work and diligent to go into this project. This is a massive project and we have not gone in lightly. We have worked across so many layers. We have our community consultation has been out there for not just recently, for a couple of years now. This hasn't just popped up. This isn't just a little thought. This has been for many councils for many years. And for me, this is definitely not a Roma project. This is a whole of Maranoa project, and the whole of Maranoa has the opportunity to enjoy this project for many, many years to come. And so this is an exciting day for us, and I look forward to hearing from the committee going forward. As you said, the work has just begun, and there's a committee that is put towards this project to make sure that it is on track, that our due diligence will continue, and I look forward to hearing those feedback from those committees and those updates. And we obviously will all look forward to having an amazing facility open for our community in the near future.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Burkett, did you wish to speak?
Yeah, I'll be speaking for. Definitely a lot's been said, which is all definitely positive towards this project, and a thorough consultation which was done. And I commend personally Cam Hoffman and Lucy Gunning and their team who've steered the ship in the last few years with this. And there was a community working group last term put together, and so every aspect of the community, anything to do with the aquatic area in the region, had full consultation, and a lot of times in the past this hasn't happened, but definitely did this time. So I applaud the staff and that working group for doing that. Also, the last term of council, there was a lot happened in that, and there was definitely consultation that the full community could have involvement in, nighttime sessions at the pool. So that was great to see. There has been feedback about the downtime of the pool closing, but it had to be done in one construction. Otherwise, the cost would have rose significantly and it would have been a longer time out of action. So if people can just be patient, there is some wonderful pools in our region that we've got access to. So if you feel like having a swim, you can run along to one of those. It is a regional project, so everyone I know in my community, a lot of people travel to do their swimming training, and they go to state level. So they'll have a really number one aquatic centre within 2 years, which is great. Also, I'd like to acknowledge Hines Construction. You have a good feel about these people. They just seem real down to earth, genuine people. So I look forward to working with them, and it's great to see this come to fruition.
Thank you. Councillor Seawright.
Thanks, Mayor.
For me.
No, I'd just like to congratulate Hines Construction on the award of the tender, but also just to thank previous terms of council and also the staff, the council staff, for the amount of effort and work they've put into this. As everyone said, they've really left no stone unturned and done a huge volume of work to ensure that the money we're investing is going to give us a great facility for a long-term benefit, not just ticking a box. It's a huge amount of money to invest, and these guys have done a tremendous job to ensure that, and will continue to do so along the way, that this is our best investment regards money well spent. So thanks to the staff for completing that.
Thank you. What am I going to say? What I would like to say though is it was when we went for that 9.5 the first time and got rejected, and then we put it back in. I know Cam worked hard to tweak it and just did whatever So to get that from the federal government was amazing. The 5 from the state was also amazing, and that was down to the deputy mayor. True and true. Like he didn't stop until we got that money. So to Councillor O'Neill, I say thank you because we don't know what tin it came out of, but we're happy the tin had 5 million in it. So we're very pleased that we got that amount of money. And I just want to thank everybody that's been involved. It's going to be a project that we'll all remember for a long time. So thank you, everybody. So would you like to sum up?
Thanks very much, Mayor. I was just reflecting while everyone was speaking that I think one of the very first briefings that I received when I got elected in 2012 with Councillor Flynn, and Rob was there then, and I think you would have had facilities, Rob, was at where we're at with the pool, the state of the Roma pool, and the mayor's heard me say this in countless conversations with politicians since we were elected last year, that we've used every band-aid we possibly could on this asset. There are no more band-aids in the box, and that is why we have pursued this with a lot of vigour to gain the partners that we have. I want to say thank you to Council for allowing the Mayor and I to do the job that you put your faith in us to do as Mayor and Deputy Mayor, to go and chase that contribution. I don't think there has been a politician on opposition or government benches at the state or Commonwealth level that we haven't spoken to as they've come through Roma or somewhere in the Maranoa, or where we've seen them in Brisbane, where we haven't spoken about the need for them to support us with the pool. The squeaky wheel gets the oil, and we were certainly very squeaky about that for the last 12 months. And so thank you for letting us do that. And it's come back in spades to ensure that we got what we wanted, which was a 3-tier government partnership. It works when all 3 governments invest in this type of project. To industry that is supporting us as well, thank you. It does mean a great deal to know that we have the backing of, the large businesses in our community to contribute to this type of asset, because our entire region is going to benefit. I know that we're not just talking about the project now, and as Councillor Flynn said, this is a project for the next 60 years. But this is going to position us incredibly well to benefit our region when it comes to the Olympics in 2032. It is going to be a real hook as we work to stimulate our local economy, just like many other regional communities are going to try and do as well. But we're going to be in a very strong position to be able to see some of the investment that will come with the 2032 Olympics into the Maranoa as well. And I know they're big picture ideas, but I am confident they're going to come to fruition as well. So thrilled that this is happening today. We've got a lot of work to do. To Cam and to Lucy, I echoed the sentiments of the other councillors. You two and your team that have worked on this, thank you. It has been a long road, and we are finally there in green lighting it today, as I said, and I really look forward to sharing with the community each stage we go through in progressing this, and seeing the mayor go down the water slide in opening it in the back end of 2026. And I'll finish by sharing the mantra that I've expressed to Cam and the team, that we're going to bring this project under budget, and we're going to open it as early as we possibly can. And if we commit to that, I think the community is going to be very happy.
Thank you. On that note, we'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
9-0. And with that, I'll close the meeting at 1:44 p.m. and thank you very much.